Did you know that what your subconscious expects to happen will probably be the reality that you experience? That's a pretty big statement, but it's absolutely true. Now just bear with me for a second while I go into a sciencey thing here. Everybody's heard of quantum physics and quantum mechanics and all that kind of thing. And everybody knows that pretty much that we're all made up of atoms, and in those atoms are little quarks, and in those quarks are these energy bonds which they can't quite figure out really how they actually work. And we've got all this stuff around us that's all connected by energy. The thing is that quantum scientists, quantum researchers, when they do their experiments, whatever they do, whatever they try to observe, is changed by the very presence of the person observing it. The thoughts that they have actually influence the way that the energy moves within that experiment. That is mind-blowing. That means that your thoughts can influence energy bonds, which are, let's face it, all around us in our world. Atoms, quarks, subatomic particles, it's all around us. And scientists can't measure their experiments accurately because their very presence influences the outcome. Now, what does that mean? That basically means that you can influence through your expectation the outcome of a situation that you're going through. Now, if you don't believe me, let's take it down to basic levels that pretty much anybody can understand. You get up in the morning and you stub your toe on the side of the bed. Everybody's done it. You think, it's going to be one of those days again. You've said it's going to be one of those days again, so your subconscious mind has said, all right, I accept that. So you go downstairs after you've stubbed your toe, you spill your coffee, or you find that you're late. You've got to run out the door, you have a slurp of your coffee, bite out your toast, you're running out the door to either your car or the bus. If you're going for the bus, you probably miss the bus, or it starts raining, you've forgotten your umbrella. Or you're in your car and you hit every single red light on the way to work. You get to work and your boss is grumpy or your co-workers are grumpy. You have a really bad day at work. You get home and you flop down on the sofa at the end of the day and think, that was a really bad day. Why? I'll tell you why, because you were expecting it to be a bad day. Your brain said to you, I hear you, you were expecting a bad day, so I'm going to fulfill your wish. You forgot your umbrella because you were expecting a bad day. So why would you remind yourself or remember to take your umbrella if you're expecting a bad day? You got to work, you're probably in a bad mood, and we all know that when we're in bad moods, then the way we feel is reflected back at us. People can feel our energy, and therefore they see us in a bad mood and then reflect that back again. Your expectation dictated what really happened to you. So how can you translate that into mindset work? Well, if you're working on a goal and you are nervous about the outcome, you're fearful that it won't come true, something which we call goal trauma, because you're looking back at the past experience and you're expecting it to happen again. If you've done something once and you had a negative outcome, or you didn't have the outcome that you were expecting or wanting, then your brain has actually been trained to expect that again. And you need to pattern interrupt that so that you can basically expect a new reality, a new outcome to happen. But how do you do that when it's already ingrained that it's going to go wrong? Basically speaking, it's about changing your frame of mind. So it can be just as simple as, if you've got a goal, if you've got a big goal that you're going for, maybe it's a project at work, or you're really looking for some kind of monetary goal that you're going through, it can be as simple as actually just distracting yourself from any fear or doubts that come up, because it's natural that we're going to feel fear and doubt. So it's a natural human condition that we expect something to go wrong. It's actually natural to expect the negative, because let's face it, that's what's kept us alive for millennia. But when you feel that fear coming up, when you feel that kind of anxiety, I feel nervous, I doubt it, I'm doubting my abilities, I'm doubting my intelligence, even though logically you know that you are absolutely up to the task and you are absolutely more than clever enough and more than capable enough to achieve this. When that starts to come up, the first thing to do is just stop, pattern interrupt that, and have a word with yourself, basically. Journal it out, that's a really good thing to do, or completely change the subject and take your mind away from the negative thoughts that you're having and concentrate on something positive. You're not pushing the negative thoughts away, because they do need to be dealt with, but negative thoughts are much better dealt with when you're in a positive frame of mind. Now, what do I mean by that? Say, for example, you're feeling the fear of getting that goal accomplished. You feel the fear, that stress, that's adrenaline kicks in, that's cortisol kicks in, you're feeling jittery, you don't know what to do. That means your mind isn't clear. You're not finding the solutions to what you need to work through when it's a problem. You're not looking for solutions because your body is in a stress response. So by pulling your stress response down by doing something maybe as simple as going for a walk with the dog, or cuddling the dog, or if you haven't got a dog, listen to your favorite piece of music. You're focusing your mind on something that brings up your personal vibration, that makes you feel better. And when you do that, that means that stress response has been lessened and you feel more calm. And when you feel calm and you readdress an issue, you are 100 times more likely to see the solutions that you need to get over that problem. So if you've got a goal and you hit a wall and you're like, oh, I don't really know what to do, there's too many things in the way, I can't see clearly, get yourself over to something completely different. Bring that stress response down, come back to the problem with a fresh and open mind. It's as simple as that. The thing is, your brain, your mind, your subconscious mind especially, does not know the difference between reality or perceived reality and imagination. You know this when you watch a movie. You watch a movie, you know it's fiction. Let's take Star Wars, for example. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but there's a few in the most recent videos where I've definitely burst into tears. You know that's fiction. It's not real. It's not something that actually happened. But you're feeling the empathy, you're feeling the emotions about something that's not real. Why? Because your brain doesn't know the difference. So your imagination, when it comes to everything in life, can be hugely, massively powerful. And what that means is, if you imagine something occurring, if you imagine the outcome of a situation that you're in occurring in the perfect way, the way that you want it to happen, and you keep practicing that in your mind, that is what is much more likely to occur. It might not be perfect, but it will certainly be in that direction. And if you keep practicing over and over in your mind that something's going to go wrong, inevitably it will. So that's it for today. Hope that's helped. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button. That helps this video get out to more metalheads so that we can have a happier, more abundant metalhead community. And tell me in the comments what you think. Have a great day.